first. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. How's it going, Mike?
Really well. Really well. Although,
how you like this weather?
I
hate it. It's too cold already.
It's not cold at all, but
I gotta have my heater on.
I prefer sunshine, blue skies. I like 105. I know I'm weird, but I still enjoy it. So this part, it's just summer went by too quickly, and we didn't have the high temps all the very many days in a row that we normally do.
I'm so happy.
I know you are. It was a very mild summer,
and we need more of them
to satisfy your world.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, I got some numbers. Let me go ahead and share them.
All right. What the heck?
Look, there's numbers.
2706
closed transactions in Stanislawskowski.
And that's the 2 weeks in the year, or this month, or is it 1 week in this month?
It'll be 1 week into this month.
Because we're at the 15th already, so that's 2 weeks in the year.
Okay, let's go 2 weeks into
2 weeks into
so that
month.
Would be 9.5. Probably right around 282, right?
Close. You would have went up on stage. It was 284.
Oh,
284.84.
Again, a Price is Right winner. I did not go over.
So some of you who don't know, Price is Right was a show that was on.
I guess it's still on.
Yeah, it is.
358 pending sales in Stanislaus. We kind of hang out there. We did go down into the very low threes there for a couple of weeks in July, but now we're kind of back up, and our listings are holding steady in the 800s. So all in all, it is a wonderful time to buy a piece of property, even if it's a rental. How about that?
You can't buy a rental.
You can't?
You can buy one to have it as a rental.
What's that loan? The DSCR?
DSCR that got into trouble
back east. Trouble in the Philadelphia area? Or where is it? Baltimore.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Over 700 or something like that.
700 homes or
fraudulent.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. That was yesterday's show. I'd have to go back and see it.
I know. Sometimes I have a memory. I didn't drink yesterday, so
maybe that was your problem.
Or that's the benefit.
Or that you can't remember when
that I can't remember. Kind of a little bit of stuff.
All right, so the Dow's up 204 right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because when I walked in the room, it says the Dow's up 300.
It was, but it
already
moves.
Adjusted.
It's just like so.
He spoke.
The rates are improved by 3 basis points, which is not a lot, but the 10-year sitting at 4.0129. So we're almost to the 3.99 right before the Fed spoke. Actually, lowered short-term interest rates.
Right, by a quarter.
Correct.
For a quarter, I will.
So I think a lot of this, just sitting here and going slower has to do a lot with the actual government shutdown.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard, but the Pentagon's going to pay the military today.
Yep.
Out of their funds. That was how it should be.
And there's also a billionaire donor that's going to throw some money in there too.
They don't need to. They got enough in the coffers.
Hey, you know what? If he wants to throw some money in there, let him throw some money in there.
Yeah. Well, they all, that they should. Everybody who is working, air traffic controllers that have to be there, should get paid somehow.
Yeah.
And they should allow Trump to use the tariff money to pay them, because that would really irritate the other side. Exactly.
The far left.
There's no pressure.
I got to tell you, I flew to Denver Thursday. Absolutely no issues whatsoever, even though I don't.
Yeah, that was in the first few, because we're day 15.
Yeah,
that was in the first week.
They were already promoting that all travel was going to be screwed up, and on the way back, no issues. So, in fact, I didn't have to show ID or my boarding pass. They took that new picture that they have with that new scanner, and I guess I'm not on any terrorist lists.
No, we can change that.
Why, thanks.
If you want.
I don't.
Yes, we'll just make you say a few things on radio.
Yeah. Well, I do say those things,
but not that bad.
But not that bad. I don't say I'm going to commit any crimes.
Let's see. Did you know yesterday Fed Chair Jerome Powell spoke on monetary policy and revealed a potential shift in Fed's balance sheet strategy. What balance sheets is what they're buying the mortgage-backed securities and letting them, whether they keep it on or let them fall off.
He just said shift. He didn't say what it would be.
The key takeaways, he signaled tightening liquidity and hinted the Fed may stop reducing its balance sheet soon. that means they let it fall off and they don't replace it.
Oh, donuts.
An announcement could be as early as October 29th or December 10th at the FOM meetings. We don't know. Let's just throw something out there. We have no idea what we're talking about.
That's like when I first got into real estate. Your home is worth between 150 and 235.
Well, just like we say, rates this year is going to be between 5.5 and 7.5.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be right.
It's going to be in there somewhere. We don't really know.
Yeah.
So right now, Fed is allowing up to $35 billion a month in mortgage-backed securities and $5 billion a month in treasuries to roll off without reinvestment.
A month.
So that's the issue, is they're just letting it go off their balance sheet and they're not replacing it. If they start replacing it, that will help the rates because they're buying the 10-year and the 30-year. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So he said he might do something like that between August.
They might change
October
it
now,
somehow in the
December.
future, but we don't really want to say what we're going to do, because then you would know what we're going to do, and then it wouldn't be such a surprise.
And then the interest rates would fall.
It's kind of like Christmas. You don't want to, sneak in there and see what your gifts are ahead of time, because then it's no surprise.
Sometimes I do, because I just want to get my upset part out of the way.
No, that's your birthday.
and be happy on Christmas
Yeah,
Day.
because wives don't usually know what to buy their husbands.
There's not. I don't need anything.
I know, but that's the problem. We buy everything we want. So,
Oops, I need another tool. Ryan.
So what else do I have? Investors are pushing out first-time home buyers again. Did you
Why?
know that? Cotality, which used to be CoreLogic.
CoreLogic, yeah.
Investors are now account for 1 in 3 home purchases, often paying between 1.8% to 4.2% over market value, adding another 7 to 17K to the typical transaction.
Gosh, there ought to be a law. No, there shouldn't.
Well, there's a SB something that came into California. SB something about where you have to disclose if you're selling the house within 18 months of owning it. If it was a flip and everything was done on. I saw that somewhere.
I remember that.
Can you get the information on that for maybe tomorrow's show
yes,
or Friday?
I can. Yeah. In fact, the break, maybe
we don't have breaks.
Oh, we don't have breaks.
Not yet.
I'm thinking radio.
In radio, people, there's a A, B, C, and D section. And in between each one of those, we have
a little bit of a break.
And we have commercials and other stuff. So we don't have that on here. It's just straight us.
Well, it's very similar to the anti-flip rule, where VA doesn't care, but FHA won't.
That's 90 days.
That's 90 days.
Yeah, but you can't do a loan within 90 days. This is different. This is telling the purchaser you have to disclose like everything that was done to the place and who the contractors were, and the everybody. And so we just get it, and so we have it, so we can tell you about it tomorrow. Yeah. Back to my thing. All cash offers, waive contingencies, and faster closing is what investors are doing again. 37% of lower price homes went to investors this year. First time home buyer age is now 38, up from 33 in 2020.
Oh,
I had him as low as 20. I had him as low as 21 to 27 is what I was doing back then.
Yeah.
Because it was cheaper for them to buy than rent.
Well, and it's 37, they're just starting to crack their way out of mom and dad's basement.
No, that's today's people. New data is flashing a potential warning sign for foreclosures. In September, there were 35,602 homes of foreclosure filings across USA.
Oh.
States like Florida and Nevada are seeing noticeable spikes. While still below crisis levels, it's trending that we should keep an eye on to see if it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
But I can see Florida because of the issues, and I can see Nevada because of the
you don't let your house go to foreclosure because it's hot. I
but if people are those
it's
the whole people not buying, not working,
right.
Yeah. No, before you could sell and didn't matter because you had enough equity in it and people were buying it.
I wonder if a portion of those D-lists in Florida, you list 150 come off.
59.
If some of those are foreclosures.
I don't know, but let's move on to some policy. So the bipartisan group in Congress. Let's not focus on what we need to focus on, but let's focus on this. Introduce the bill, which is called Saving the American Dream Act. So they're saving the American Dream Act.
Okay.
They're not saving American Dream.
No, they're just going to act.
That's right.
They're going to act like they want people to be able to buy property.
The bill introduced would increase housing supply, reduce regulatory barriers, strengthen disaster recovery infrastructure, coordinate a national affordability strategy. I guarantee nothing's going to come out.
Nothing will happen.
But it's backed by the American Land Title Association. The bill also highlights the critical role of title insurance. So you know why they're backing that bill with the title insurance?
Yes.
Because of what we do now with a lot of our refinances. We use this thing called Track Plus, where we don't have to have a title policy and all the escrow fees.
Well, you haven't transferred. You're not transferring the property to anybody. You're just refining.
Right.
So why do you need another
policy?
Title policy?
Yeah, I don't, because according to title people, you need.
Really?
And the escrow you need to spend on. So
you should look at a prelim and see if somebody put a mechanic.
So what we're right. There's so many things you can do, and that's why they're upset about the fact that they're doing these one-page things. I forget exactly what they're called, but it helps us increase, lower the cost for refinances.
Yeah.
I mean, total escrow, title fees, everything out the door, and is about $1,800. On a refinance.
That's low.
Yeah, I know. But what happens a lot of times, we actually cover it in a refinance, and it doesn't even cost you anything. So we cover their underwriting fee goes away, and then all the escrow title fees go away. So all you have to pay is that. What's that stupid thing in California? The affordable $225 fee for affordable housing.
Yeah, I wonder where that money's going.
I know exactly where it's going. This bill for Prop 50 is where that money went. Yeah.
Well, the money that was supposed to be for Prop 36. And our illustrious governor just signed a Reparations Act bill, and I would love for somebody to track that thing and see how much money goes to the Newsom.
Well, it's not going to go anywhere. There's nobody in California that were slaves. There wasn't. We didn't have slaves in California, so why are we paying for something that we didn't have in the first place?
Well,
we already took care of the. We took care of
Newsom
China
look good for a
people.
presidential run,
right? Well, the people that for some people, what happened was in California we had to pay for all the China labor that we had because they were slaves basically. Remember that was the whole thing. They paid for them when they were done.
Had to build a
railroad, and then they ended up building all the winery caves. I don't know if you know that. Yep. After that, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Back to title insurance. Thanks for taking me down a different road.
Yeah. No problem.
They say it protects both homeowners and lenders. Guards against fraud, unrecorded liens, and title defects.
I agree.
Provides
100%.
long-term protection for one-time premium. However, if that was a one-time premium that stayed as long as you owned the house, that would be one thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's what that should be. If they want to protect the title insurance industry, they do when you buy the place, you pay a title insurance. And then maybe like $79 a year, you pay for it to keep it going. And then when you refinance, you don't have to pay for it again because it's already been part of. They keep track of it. Why don't they do something like that? That would save them.
Back in foreclosure days, I sold a couple REOs, so bank-owned properties. They issued clear title. Afterwards, there was a issue that came up. Somebody said, no. I had interest in this property, and I'll tell you right now, the title company, they did everything they could not to pay the claim.
Yeah, well,
and that's when I quit using that title company.
Well, don't get me started because I had one that cost me $2,500 on a refinance, and they told me they were going to reimburse me.
Never did.
And then it was I didn't get a dime. Oh, we're not going to do that now because we'd have to pay you.
Yeah, and even though it was our fault and it's something we missed entirely,
they don't care.
Yeah,
they know that they're needed. That's the problem. If we can get them to where they're not needed, then they will be nicer and do stuff.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to get a lender to loan without title insurance, right?
Yes, correct. But I'm saying, we have other things, right?
Yeah,
and get ready. It's going to when blockchain finally comes around, it's going to be different. And so they were saying that title pros resolve complex issues pre-closing, say buyer time, money, and legal headaches, which you just said no. Industry paid $2.9 billion in claims over the past 5 years, with defense costs reaching up to $143,000 per case.
Yeah,
I don't know what they did, but renovation costs have cut. The recent innovations have cut costs by 5%. I don't know about that. But anyway, long story short, they think it's really important. I think that what I said, they should make it you pay so much per year and it keeps track. Because here's one of what's going on with their property. Because they have these title lock,
right?
All those, and that's a lie. All that is we send you something that somebody recorded something on your property, but that doesn't fix it. It just tells you,
right?
Well, why don't they do a program where you pay them the title company that's did the initial thing.
You're giving him an idea.
I know. I don't know how many times I have to say it, and then
It's going to be $350 a year.
No, it doesn't have to. Title lock is only $100 and some dollars.
Yeah.
And then that way nobody has to worry about they keep track of what's going on there. And then they have AI, they have computers who can keep track of people's property and what's recorded on them.
Yeah.
If they're the title insurance, they can put something on there and let them know, and then they can stop everything. And that's how they save themselves. Let's see if they listen to me.
What'd you say?
Exactly. Did you know where
Juneau,
Alaska? Yeah. Fall is California's secret buying season.
Secret?
Yes, it's
Why are we keeping it a secret?
Because we don't want people to know.
Oh, it's perfect time to buy.
Yeah,
because there's less competition.
If you're in the market right now, is your time. More inventory after the summer rush, less buyer competition, more motivated sellers, better chance for price negotiations, and rates are continuing to go down.
Yes.
And I'm going to get into that in a second. One feature that always sells, nope, it's not outdoor spaces or tech, it's updated kitchens. People love kitchens.
They do. And
even if they don't cook.
Well, they want it to look good. They want it to be impressive.
Right. It's a good place to have their cereal.
And that's probably, yes, their cereal. That is probably the best bang for your buck in any remodel that you do, is a very well updated kitchen.
Yeah, that takes the wall out, so now you can see everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the kids is there.
So looking ahead, 2026 housing outlook forecasted a certain percentage increase in homes. What do you think the forecasted percent increase in home sales?
Look, my auntie's listening.
I know, but what's the forecasted I just said it, 10%. So they forecasted a 10% increase in home sales.
Really?
Driven by falling rates, improved inventory, policy support. But buyer competition, especially for investors, could still hold back affordability for many households, and that's kind of what we talked about earlier. Investors
to provide affordable housing.
Well, it's the question is when they say affordable housing, they mean rentals,
right?
That's not what we mean. Affordable housing is to be able to afford to buy it. That's how I look at it, but that's not what they talk about.
Yeah.
Affordability has to do with whether or not you can make the rent payment. Well, I don't want a ton of renters.
Yeah, potters.
Yeah, I don't want Pottervilles.
So anyway, I interrupted you, but go ahead. Done. So that was it?
Yeah, that was everything.
We had a lot of affordable housing
when
interest rates were in the high 2s and the low 3s. There was a lot of affordable housing, even though the pricing was way up there. I know it's not going to happen again. Chances are slim to none. But you're saying there's a chance, right?
Well, no, there's a chance rates are going to go down, but we're not going to see them probably another 1.5. We're probably going to see another 0.5 point.
Right.
If you can refinance right now and you save a couple $100, $250 to $300, refinance now.
Yeah, do it.
And then when rates improve even more down the road in a year from now, do it again, because you just saved yourself $3,000. And the way we do the refinances without the title costs and the escrow costs and all that, and all you're doing is, I saw a guy wanted to do a 15-year loan the other day. I'm like, it's going to cost you $1,000 and then your impound account, because it wasn't at our place.
Right.
So they'll get it back on their payoff and we'll add it on. So it's like it really didn't happen. But with our total cost was only $1,000 for the refinance.
That's nothing.
No, I know. Where before the costs were ridiculous.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
You want me to, for $8,000, you want me to only save $250? But think about it. If you can do it, and everybody's like, well, should I pay points? Well, no, because now you're just defeating what we're trying to do. We're trying to take you as low as you can with the least amount of costs. And then you look at, okay, if I go from here to this next number, and say the cost is $5,000, but I'm only saving $50, it's going to take you 100 months to pay yourself back. Right. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I can remember in the early 90s, late 80s, when I refied from a adjustable rate to a fixed. And I did it just because of the security of having a fixed rate.
Right.
And it was about $5,000 to do it. And I went from a 8.5% adjustable rate mortgage down to a 7% fixed rate mortgage. So I was a happy boy there for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is people are we got so spoiled by that whole fact that we all were going to die. And so, we were in a lockdown, which meant we didn't do anything. And so that was another recession, even though we called it pandemic.
Yeah. Bill Gates and Fauci's plan just didn't work.
I wish they would have told me about it. I would have planned better. All right, let's go.
Especially at planning. If you're thinking about planning, plan to go have your agent show you 618 Brady. Much better price at $545,000. One of a kind, beautiful, beautiful home, condo living without the fees.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
All right, everybody, make a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for being here, Mike.
And remember, tomorrow, sunshine.
Nope.
Thanks for yes.
No.
Yes.
No. What's her name was doing her Indian dance, and so
I saw
the rain
that.
dance. Yeah.
I did see that. Okay.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Peace out.
All right, bye.
Love you all.